affecting them.
A lot of Albanians that have come over from the old country because they think like and I don't blame them because a lot of the Albanians, they want to make their lives look like they're fucking, they live in the fucking projects of the Bronx, but $500 over there goes a long way. So they'll go back in the summertime and throw their money around and they fuel the next wave of like, let's get the fuck out of here. There's no future for us. Their lives are amazing over there and they don't even realize it. They have time to hang out, time to see their family. Man, my dad lives 1 mile away from me. I barely fucking see him, man. It's depressing. It's fucking depressing.
Yeah, because you're stuck in that.
And it's not like I don't want to see my own father, but I have my 3 kids, the job, the this, the that, but boom. And you feel hopeless. You feel it's depressing, man.
You feel like a hamster in a wheel, don't you?
A cog.
Yes, that's it.
And it's just, it's horrible.
And the average American is 2 paychecks away from being homeless in this country. The wealth in this country has all gone to the top. And then we have the middle, the second tier, that's everything subsidized. And to me, that's a legal form of slavery. By keeping people on government subsidies for 2, 3, 4, 5 generations, you are not helping them.
You're not.
And I started $15 an hour minimum at my range. I've had businesses where it was minimum wage jobs. You're competing with welfare. Because I had people come in that were good employees and say, I can't work because if I work, I lose my housing subsidy, I lose my this, I lose my health insurance. I can't come and work for that. So they're trapped. So that it's a lifelong cycle of being on social programs that we pay for, where you think the government would say, you know what, ma'am, we're going to let you continue to get all of those programs, and we're going to let you start that minimum wage job, and we're not going to penalize you for 2 or 3 years so that you can get to a point. We're going to re-review your income, and then we'll start knocking you off those social programs.
Or reduce the rate that they get it for. What the fuck?
Correct. But no, it's better that way. Again, it's a legal form of slavery. It's guaranteed votes, mostly for the Democratic parties or the politicians that are in charge of those cities.
I feel like what all that's happened is when you study, and most people don't, that's the fucking problem. They don't read. The corporations have become what was in the old days the land owners.
Land barons.
And you had the land owner would give you just a little plot of land that you could put your house on. You had to work his land like an asshole for the rest of your life.
An indentured servant.
You barely had enough food. You barely had enough food to survive. And they let you stay. So that's all the corporations are. It's corporate feudalism. I feel like a fucking serf.
Correct. You're a serf, and you're absolutely right. That's what it's come down to now. You don't even pay a living wage to people. It's a shame. If you have a husband and wife that both work at an Amazon fulfillment center, they're both making $15 an hour, working 30 hours a week each. So what did that mean? They have to work another job. Dad's got to go out and work a part-time
job.
Uber
or whatever the hell
whatever he's got to do, so they never see each other. So, again, you're a cog in that machine where all you're doing is working. You're not generating any wealth. And, we want people – you want the middle class to flourish in this country. Why? Because when the middle class flourishes, they spend money. Vacations, appliances, home renovations, additions, et cetera, et cetera. Most of that's at a standstill in this country. It's hidden numbers that people don't discuss. We don't have housing booms anymore in this country because we don't have the people to buy it. No, what we have is we have $90 million apartments for sale in New York City, and then people living in subsidized housing in New York City. There's no in-between anymore.
There's no middle. Or if they are, they're like literally 7 people in one apartment.
Correct. You can't
I had coworkers when I used to work in the city. 7 of them would share the apartment while they worked. We worked all at the same company.
Could you imagine if we had 2-bedroom condos in New York City for $300,000, people would buy them. But no, we don't have that. You have subsidized housing in New York City, and you have $100 million apartments in New York City. There's no better, clear vision than that, or like L.A., the same thing. The ultra-rich and the homeless living in the streets.
So you're willing to go on the